One of the biggest misconceptions I hear about slow living is that it's all about the aesthetic. It's about baking sourdough from scratch and lighting candles and having flowers, and you can have that, but that's not what it's about. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I run a couple of blogs, one called Seasonal Slow Living, where I talk specifically about seasonal slow living, as well as Milk Glass Home and Kitchen, which is my seasonal food blog, where I share more tips about putting seasonal eating into practice. You can have the pretty mixing bowls and the sourdough starter and the grain mill and all of that. And I have those things. But that is not what slow living is. To me, my definition of slow living might be a little bit funky. Ultimately, if you have achieved a slow living lifestyle, then you are making choices in your life that align with your values and feel good in your nervous system. If you are doing things where you are living out of alignment with your values, and you're running ragged and you're exhausted and you're full of resentment and you're full of dread and your nervous system is chaotic, that is the opposite of slow living. That's fast living. If you want to slow down, you need to figure out why you're going so fast first. Why are you consistently signing up for things that you don't have energy for? Why are you working so hard in a job where you might not be seen or getting paid what you're supposed to? Why are you operating in your work and your relationships and your life in the way that you are? And for me, a lot of these things are narratives that I've internalized from society, where I feel like my only value is based on the work that I can offer, or I need to go above and beyond to prove to people that I have value. There's so many ways that these stories show up, and they're genuinely detrimental because you end up just in burnout. I have burned out of at least 2 careers at this point. It just happens. I just give too much and then I'm exhausted and I have to be done with it and move on. So if you find yourself chronically drained, chronically experiencing burnout, always overgiving and just ending up exhausted, then slow living is something you're going to want because it's going to help you figure out where and why. You're going to figure out, why are these things happening? What patterns am I bringing forward here or replaying that are not beneficial to me? And really, once you're clear about your values and what you want in your life, it becomes much easier to say, you know what? I don't value this. I'm going to intentionally remove this from my life and make room for the things I do value. P.S. I like to add seasonal living with the slow living